The doctor closes the folder, looks you in the eye, and says the word, autism. In that one moment, the world you knew shifts on its axis. The air in the room feels thick, heavy. Suddenly, you're standing at the entrance of a vast, unfamiliar landscape, holding a map written in a language you don't understand. You might feel a crushing weight of uncertainty, a surge of panic, or maybe, just maybe, a quiet whisper of relief that there's a name for what you've been seeing. Whatever you're feeling right now, grief, fear, confusion, determination, it's all valid. Take a breath. This isn't the end of the road. It's a detour onto a new path, and you are not walking it alone. In fact, you're in more company than you might think. Recent CDC data shows that 1 in 31 children is identified with autism. This is your guide to the first crucial steps. Before you dive into 100 different browser tabs and schedule a dozen appointments, I want you to do one thing first. Stop and breathe. Many parents feel an overwhelming pressure to fix everything immediately. But the single most important thing you can do right now is to give yourself a moment to process. This journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Your child is the same wonderful person they were the moment before you heard the word autism. The diagnosis doesn't change your child. It gives you a new lens through which to understand them and a roadmap for how to best support them. Let's be honest, this is hard. After a diagnosis, parents often go through a process that feels a lot like grief. You might be grieving the future you had envisioned, and that's okay. You might feel angry, in denial, or profoundly sad. Some parents feel a sense of relief, an affirmation that their concerns were real, and now they can finally move forward. There is no right way to feel. Clinical psychologist Dr. Amy Kiefer emphasizes that allowing yourself to experience this full range of emotions is a healthy and necessary process. Rushing past these feelings can cause them to resurface later, preventing you from being the strong, grounded advocate your child needs. So, what does this look like in practice? It means not judging yourself for your feelings. It means talking to a partner, a trusted friend, or a professional counselor. It means understanding that radical acceptance is your first and most important job. This isn't about giving up. It's about embracing your child's identity with unconditional love, which will set you both up for success and joy. The diagnosis is not a definition of your child's potential. It is simply a medical explanation for their unique set of strengths and challenges. Remember to focus on your child's individual achievements and positive changes, not just the differences between them and their peers. Once you've given yourself some space to breathe, the next step is to become an informed expert on your child. The first tool in your new toolkit is the diagnostic report. After an assessment, the evaluator will give you a comprehensive report detailing your child's developmental history, test results, and recommendations. This document can be dense and filled with unfamiliar terms like ADOS2, Vineland-3, or DSM-5. Don't be intimidated. Request a copy of the full report and schedule a follow-up meeting with the clinician to walk through it. Ask questions. What specific criteria did my child meet? What do these standardized scores and percentiles actually mean? Are there any co-occurring conditions, like ADHD or anxiety, that we should be aware of? Understanding this document is your first step toward effective advocacy. It transforms the diagnosis from a scary, abstract label into a concrete roadmap of your child's unique brain, highlighting both their support needs and their incredible strengths. This knowledge is power. It will help you communicate effectively with therapists, schools, and anyone else on your child's support team. The world of autism therapy can feel like an alphabet soup of acronyms, but it's important to know there are many evidence-based options. The key is finding what works for your child, as every therapy plan should be individualized. One of the most well-known therapies is applied behavior analysis, or ABA. Endorsed by the U.S. Surgeon General, ABA uses behavioral principles to teach new skills and reduce behaviors that interfere with learning. It's not about changing who your child is. It's about giving them the tools to communicate their needs, navigate social situations, and become more independent. Modern ABA is often play-based, child-led, and focuses on positive reinforcement. But ABA is just one piece of the puzzle. Most children benefit from a combination of services. Speech-language therapy is crucial for developing communication skills, whether through spoken words, gestures, or assistive devices. A speech-language pathologist helps your child express their wants and needs, which can reduce frustration for everyone. Occupational therapy, OT, is a game changer for many families. OT helps with sensory processing issues, fine motor skills, and the practical skills of daily living, like learning to tolerate brushing their teeth, getting dressed, or using utensils. Physical therapy, PT, helps with gross motor skills, improving balance, strength, and coordination, so your child can more fully participate in play and other physical activities. Developmental therapies like DIR/Floortime focus on building emotional connections and social skills through relationship-based, child-led play. These therapies often heavily involve parents, teaching you how to turn everyday interactions into powerful learning opportunities. No matter which therapies you choose, early intervention is critical. Research consistently shows that starting therapy as early as possible leads to better long-term outcomes, including gains in IQ, communication, and adaptive behaviors. This is a lot of information, and we've only just scratched the surface. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In the comments below, share one thing, just one small thing, you've learned about your child's strengths since the diagnosis. Let's fill this space with positivity and celebrate the amazing kids we're raising. And if you're finding this guide helpful, please subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video in this series. While you're waiting for therapies to begin, there is so much you can do right now to create a supportive and structured home environment. Autistic children often thrive on predictability and routine, as it reduces anxiety and helps them understand what to expect. Start small. Create a consistent morning and evening routine. Use visual supports, which are a lifeline for many autistic individuals. A simple picture schedule showing the steps of the day: get dressed, eat breakfast, play, go to school, can dramatically reduce transition-related meltdowns. You can use timers or show 5 fingers to give a visual heads up before an activity ends. Minimize sensory overload. Many autistic children experience the world with the volume turned way up. Bright fluorescent lights may feel like a spotlight, a scratchy tag on a shirt can feel like sandpaper, and the hum of the refrigerator can be distracting. Observe your child. Do they cover their ears in loud places? Do they squint in bright light? Simple changes like using soft lighting, providing noise-canceling headphones, or buying seamless socks can make a world of difference. You can also create a dedicated calm down corner or quiet space with soft pillows, a weighted blanket, and some favorite stuffed animals where your child can retreat when feeling overwhelmed. Focus on connection, not correction. Get down on the floor and join them in their world. If they are lining up cars, don't try to make them play with the cars correctly. Instead, get your own cars and start lining them up too. Model simple language, reward their attempts to communicate, and above all, show them that you love them for exactly who they are. You cannot and should not do this alone. Your child's future success depends on a network of support, and that includes support for you. Your first call should be to your local school district. Inform them of the diagnosis and request an evaluation for an individualized education program, or IEP. An IEP is a legal document that ensures your child receives the necessary supports and services in the school setting, like in-school speech and occupational therapy. Next, find your people. Connect with other autism parents. Look for local support groups or online communities. These parents are a few steps ahead of you on the path, and their practical advice, empathy, and shared experiences will be an invaluable resource. They are the ones who will understand your struggles and celebrate your victories in a way no one else can. Organizations like the National Autistic Society and Autism Speaks also offer a wealth of information, resources, and connections to local chapters. Finally, remember that caregiver burnout is real. Don't be afraid to ask for help from friends and family. Monitor your own emotional health and seek professional help if you find yourself feeling persistently sad or hopeless. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's a critical part of being able to show up for your child every single day. Receiving an autism diagnosis for your child is a life-altering moment. It's the start of a new chapter you didn't expect to write. But I want you to hear this loud and clear. Autism is not a tragedy. It is a different way of thinking, sensing, and being in the world. While there is no cure for autism, there is infinite hope. Your child will learn, grow, and achieve incredible things. Your role now is to become a loving advocate, an informed guide, and a safe harbor. By taking the time to process your own emotions, educating yourself, exploring therapies, creating a supportive home, and building a strong support network, you are laying the foundation for your child to not just survive, but to thrive. This path may be challenging, but it will also be filled with moments of profound joy, unexpected triumphs, and a love deeper than you ever imagined. You've got this. One day, one step at a time.
If you're feeling overwhelmed, I made something for you. Grab my free Calm in the Chaos guide, link in bio.